Hi, my name is Lucy, and I'm recording these videos because I would like to practice my English skills, and I also would like to practice and learn how to speak in front of a camera because I would like to become a journalist, and that is a very important skill for journalists. I hope that the things that I say or the posts that I post are kind of interesting, so people can get to know a little more about my culture. As you could see, because of my appearance and maybe my accent, I'm a Latina girl and I'm from Peru. For this context and this video, it's important to say that I never traveled to other countries, and I even don't know my country. Like, there are places there are very important places like Machu Picchu and Cusco and the many touristic historical places that I have not visited. I know many tourists and people from other countries who got to travel and visit places that I could not visit because of the money. But maybe some of the people who watch this video in the future are interested in the Latino culture or in my country, or maybe they have visited my country and they know more places than me. But I think this could be also interesting because you could go to a place and get to know the touristic places and maybe talk to some people, and you get to see the a little bit of the culture. But even when you get to learn a lot, because when we travel we learn a lot and we change our minds, even with that, we don't get to know like the deepest thing of the things the deepest things of the society or the problems or the reality. We just get a little idea, like a little piece of the cake. So I think this could be interesting for you if you are interested in American culture. Even if I have not traveled much, I've talked to other Latinos, and the reality is kind of similar. So I think it will be useful or not very useful, but maybe interesting. This channel is not about journalism, even if I would like, because to make those journalism videos, it takes too much time to me and too much work, and I need like a good quality, and I need to go outside and interview people and do a lot of research. And yeah, that is a big investing of time and also money and work and research. um, so I have like a journalism project in mind for the future, but not for this channel, because I would like this to be easier easier for me to record and speak and practice my English, and also learn to speak in front of the camera before starting like more serious projects. Yeah. So for the people who didn't stay much in my country or in a place in Latin America, especially for the people who doesn't speak Spanish, I'm gonna make an example. I'm gonna give an example, and there are places in my country where they don't speak Spanish; they speak Quechua, and Quechua is an original language of my country. Is one of the original languages, and so I visited one of those places. I stayed there for I think 3 weeks, and so they were some children that spoke Spanish, and also some young people, like people my age, because they've learned that Spanish at their schools, and they were helping me to translate. But when they were talking among them, and the most of the time they were speaking in their own language, and they were telling me many things about their culture and their stories, but it wasn't enough. There were many more things about the reality that I didn't get to know because I didn't speak the language. And I know that there are many people who have visited my country and they don't speak Spanish, or they understand Spanish but they don't understand it much. So even when they talk to people and ask questions about the culture, and even when they know the places, we don't they don't get to know much about the reality here. My English is not too fluent and it's not too perfect. It's not perfect at all, but uh, I could share a little bit of my experience living here for more than 20 years. That is more than 20 years. I am actually 25, and yeah, and also for example, and also if you visit Peru, that is my country, there are many places that you wouldn't visit those are because those are dangerous places, or those are not touristic places. In the city where I am now, that is the city where my parents live, this is not a touristic place at all. So I never get to see tourists here. I've just saw like some people from the United States who came here to my school when I was at school. They stayed like for a week here because um, in my school they are like they're Christians, and they invited people from their church. But usually we don't get to see any tourists here because this city is not a touristic city, and this city doesn't have touristic places. It has like a couple places that are nice, but they are not considered touristic places because they are not as amazing as other places in my country. So people don't get to visit this city. So if you travel to my country, there are many places that you will visit, but I know that also there will be other places that you wouldn't visit. And for me, I am a local in this country, and I can give you, I could share with you some of the things that are here and that you may not know because of the language and because of other things. Maybe if I tell you things about my place and about my country and about the little reality that I know because I haven't traveled much, um, maybe all the things that I've said, you are gonna think, oh, that also happens in other countries and in other realities, and I already know that because of the news. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna still tell you because of my practice. There are some things that I forgot to say. If you find some mistakes in what I said, I would like you to tell me and help me to improve. And yeah, I will be very grateful for that.